What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel for another Dragon Ball review. Today we're going to be taking a look at the SH Figuarts Vegeta 24,000 power level. Let's jump in. And here we have our Vegeta, and off the bat, guys, this guy has a lot of good, a lot of bad. So let's go ahead and get started because we have a lot to cover. So to start, our guy can look up significantly, as well as down. Side to side movement and rotation overall is looking good, but you're gonna notice it's got a lot of gappage. He looks up, that's gonna expose all of that. Tilt his head to the side, his whole neck just wants to come out, and when he's looking forward, he's gonna have a little bit of gappage on the back as well. And I'm not a fan of that, if I'm being honest. Moving on to the arms, our guy can lift them upwards right about here. Butterfly joint is almost not there. It doesn't even exist, because moving it backwards, it's going to hit the armor itself. Moving it forwards, it's also going to hit the armor. So it just doesn't really have a lot going for it, as you can see there. And that's a real bummer. You will have bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, the hands on ball pegs. So that's all present, but these arms barely moving. And the armor itself, as you can see, the whole hinge plug-in system is constructed on the actual backside of the armor itself. Unlike the Dragon Ball Super Broly, this is similar but not close to quality to that figure, which I am going to go ahead and showcase a little later. The chest itself, he's going to have a ball peg right here as well as one at the waist, but they don't really do anything. Like, this guy can't even lean back. Forwards, that's it, barely anything. Side to side, nah, he really isn't getting a lot done, unfortunately. And I do like the boxy look, you know, he looks buff, very reminiscent of that style that he was drawn in during the Namek saga, but damn, like, this blows. Legs are a new sculpt, allowing him to just look overall shorter in comparison to the previous Scouter Vegeta, which I very much like. So he can kick forwards, backwards. He will have thigh cut, double jointed knees, ankle rocker, and toe hinge. That is all present. So yeah, the overall look of him is great. I like it. The execution for him to pose and you to do action stuff is just not there. So moving into the accessories, I'm going to pop off this faceplate and go from there. So faceplate number one, if it comes off, is a slight smile, kind of the neutral expression that he comes with, looking good. Again, very reminiscent of the manga from back then. Scouter is looking nice as well, and you can actually detach this. All of the faceplates will be missing the left ear area, but you can go ahead and plug in the Scouter to any of them as you wish, or you can go ahead and simply use the left ear. So this faceplate is the Angry Teeth Gritted faceplate, and the left ear does come off. And again, you can go ahead and pop this to any of the faceplates that you want. So mix and match, do what you will. Next faceplate, he's got that cocky Vegeta smile, very classic, and I love it. And lastly, what will be the most expressive of the bunch is the angry yelling one. Eyes are wide, pupils are tiny, mouth is open, just super pissed, and I'm here for it. I very much like the faceplates that this guy includes in the package, and it's probably the main reason why I went ahead and decided to go ahead and just simply buy this figure, regardless of the articulation itself being quite abysmal. So next accessories, you're going to have the hands. He's going to have the fist that he has right there. He will also have a pair of flat palmed hands with the thumb curled inwards. He will have a pair of grabby hands, Gallic gun hands, and open splayed hands. Last accessory is the cross arms part, which is quite interesting. Other figures, generally, you are able to pop off the arms at the bicep and plug in this piece. These, however, will plug in to the very top by removing the arm entirely. And at least in the case of this figure, I don't think that that was the way to go. I mean, considering the whole arm area was kind of funky to begin with. I'm not going to show it on camera, but if you plug those cross arms in, the armor itself does move upwards to right about here, so it does leave some areas exposed with gapping. And again, it's not the end of the world, but it's already, you know, you're paying a lot of money for a figure to look good, have nice accessories, etc., and that just doesn't look right. So with that, let's go ahead and bring into frame our first size comparison as well as comparison of armor. Here is the Broly from Dragon Ball Super. So here we are just for scale first. I'm going to go ahead and move him backwards so that I don't have to move the camera. And let's move him forwards once more. So again, Vegeta's armor, the shoulder areas are attached to the back side, as you can see, all present. Kind of just moves up and down, does its own thing, doesn't really move anywhere else. Whereas Broly, his armor, when you lift this upwards, you're gonna notice it's sculpted way in there, but on the actual arm slash butterfly joint area. So it moves with all of that. And this has some very nice coverage, as you can see here as well. So you're able to move it and cover any exposed gapping spots at will. And I really wish they would have gone ahead and done that with our Vegeta here. And I don't know if they simply weren't able to execute that because of the size of the figure. You know, he's just smaller than Broly, of course, or if it's just the armor design, you know, the fact that this Saiyan armor is so much different than Broly's, they weren't able to go ahead and bring that to life in that fashion. But I really do hope that they're able to go ahead and look at this figure and fix it for a future release of the Saiyan Saga Vegeta. So with that, let's bring him a little bit more front and center. We're going to bring in the most recent release of the Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. And again, as you can see, this Namek Saga is definitely much bigger in the chest area in comparison to newer iterations of Vegeta. Here we have the Target Walmart exclusive Kaioken Goku, also from the Namek Saga. And lastly, for this lineup, we have Frieza. So size-wise, they all look good. Again, the fact that he's shorter, perfect. Hope they keep that shortness in the future release. Just fix the articulation. Moving them out of the way, the very last figure that I want to bring in is going to be, of course, the previous version of Saiyan Armor Vegeta. Right there, Saiyan Saga. He does stand a tad bit taller, but that's okay because this guy's articulation is still good. Now, originally, what I wanted to go ahead and do was have this guy be my replacement for this one until, of course, they officially released a new version of this iteration by buying the Demoniacal Fit Kaioken Goku and having the skirt piece for it and attaching it here. But this guy's articulation is just so bad that I don't want to do that. So a simple head swap on this guy's body looks good. So I'm going to showcase first off, I mean, as you can see, this guy's arms still move up no problem and have some pretty decent coverage of the butterfly joint. The shoulders are on a hinge, but I mean, arms do what they're supposed to do, and with more range than our new release. The chest as well, you're actually able to go ahead and extend the chest, and even though there's gappage here, at least he's able to go ahead and lean inwards much more as well as backwards in comparison to Namek Vegeta over there. Skirt pieces are on hinges, but hey, again, they don't get in the way, so I don't mind that. That is not a problem. So let's go ahead and pop off this head. Pop off the head on our new Vegeta. And let's see if I can get this done with ease, just because this ball peg and the neck just love moving around on me and not doing what they're supposed to. I think I got it. All right. So the head will look a little bit bigger on him, and there it comes. but I think that's a-okay, especially again when it comes to the actual style. Just looks reminiscent of classic Dragon Ball Z. And here we go. So yeah, I think this works very, very well. Just having the head sculpt on our Saiyan Saga Vegeta looks great. And I think this is how I'll have them displayed. So with that, let's finish up. So is Vegeta 24,000 power level worth it? I do believe that there are more negatives to positives when it comes to this release. The overall articulation and sculpt on this figure are really impeding it from executing some very nice action shots for photography or just even to have him on the shelf. Look-wise, this is Namek Saga Vegeta. He looks great. And again, it's just that articulation that's just stopping him from being his very best. The faceplates, however, are superb. Some of the best ones that Tamashii Nations has gone ahead and released for a Vegeta figure, and pretty much the whole reason I decided to get this guy anyway, just because I'm able to go ahead and do head swaps with older Vegeta figures. I do hope that they go ahead and take note of their failings, if you will, on this figure and improve upon them for a future Saiyan Saga Vegeta figure, because I know we're all looking forward to that. But if you do have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. You can check out my Instagram at GojiBoy93, where you're going to find photos of this guy as well as many other Dragon Ball figures in my collection. And if you found this video informative, please consider subscribing. Till next time, guys, take care.